Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be going over 4 reasons why women like mysterious men. Not all women share the same preferences. However, this idea that women like men who are mysterious can be true for many different reasons here. So in this video, I'm going to cover a few of those main reasons why this is the case. One thing I want to make abundantly clear is that this video is not about playing any sort of mind games or manipulating. I do not do that here on this channel. Mystery does not need to be and should not be manipulative. While mystery can be wonderful for building attraction, there is a healthy way to do so that includes open and honest communication and ultimately fosters a healthy relationship in the process. So the first reason why women like mysterious men is because it creates excitement and challenge. Mystery has this ability to create a sense of excitement and challenge, making the other person more captivating or alluring. It can help keep things interesting when you're in a relationship also, and prevent that boredom or complacency from developing. This can come pretty naturally when you first meet someone, as neither one of you probably know much about each other unless you've done the Sherlock Holmes internet pre-stalk or you know each other already. So a tip I can give you here is, instead of revealing everything about yourself right away, you can choose to hold back certain details or stories. Share enough to keep the conversation interesting, but leave room for future conversations and deeper exploration there. You don't need to tell your entire life story with every little detail on the very first date. Leave a little to be desired. But it's important to strike a balance. Being too mysterious or withholding important information can lead to misunderstandings or a lack of trust. So that's just something to keep in mind here. If you aren't sharing anything about yourself at all, well, that's not a good thing either. So the concept of equal sharing can be really beneficial here. I've talked about this in previous type of date videos. So if someone shares something with you, you share something at the same level. On one end of the spectrum, you want to avoid oversharing or emotional dumping, and on the complete other side, being too guarded. So somewhere in the middle is where you want to be. And in terms of this excitement and challenge that comes along with being a little bit mysterious, in the pursuit of getting to know someone new, there's a level of emotional investment which can heighten this emotional intensity of the experience. It can be mentally stimulating, challenge our problem-solving abilities, and keep us engaged in the process if we leave a little room to be desired and leave a little room for mystery here. And another tip I have here for once you've kind of established the talking stages, you're moving towards a relationship, take your time before committing to a serious relationship. I really think slow and steady wins the race. You want to allow the dating phase to unfold pretty naturally without rushing into exclusivity. This can create a sense of mystery and anticipation, leaving your date eager to learn more about you. You know, if you're trying to be exclusive after one date and you're being a stage 5 clinger, that does not leave anything to be desired and is a big turn off to the woman that you're dating. So again here, slow and steady wins the race. So this last tip I'm going to give you here for excitement and challenge could apply if you are going on a first date, or if you have been in a relationship for a few years and you're thinking, how do I keep the spark alive? How do I keep a little bit of mystery there when we've been together for a few years now? Try going somewhere for a date that is new to both of you, so something that neither one of you have ever done before. It could be trying a new hobby, exploring a new place, going out to somewhere you've never been before, taking up some sort of physical challenge if you guys are into fitness or something like that. The shared experience of trying something new together can create a sense of adventure, excitement, challenge, and also strengthen the bond between the two of you because you're connecting over something that is new to you both. And while we're on the topic of trying new things, if you have not checked out today's sponsor, Factor, now is the time to do so. Big thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Their team of gourmet chefs creates each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. Too busy this fall to cook but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, the prepping, and the cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality that you need. Factor meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy and get back to crushing your goals. With 34 chef-prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options, there's always something new to try. Plus, you can round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 36+ quick bites, smoothies, juices, and more satisfying add-ons. Prioritizing my health and wellness is a top priority for me. Factor saves me so much time and is my go-to lunch when I just don't want to cook during the day. They have so many nutritious options for keeping my fridge well stocked and offer options that make it easy to stick to my wellness goals. I'm obsessed. I personally get the calorie smart meals and they are chef's kiss. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Courtney50 to get 50% off of your first box. The second reason why mystery can be attractive is because it sparks a curiosity and desire. Someone who exhibits a level of mystery about them can pique our interest and make us want to uncover more about them or just get to know them a little bit better. So how can you put this into action? One recommendation I would give is to avoid divulging every single detail of your life right away. Share information selectively and gradually as you build trust and connection with the other person. It should feel pretty natural, but you can create a sense of curiosity and intrigue by doing so. And I want to make it clear that you're not withholding information in a toxic way. You're just taking things slow, which is natural and normal. Instead of sharing every single detail about your life, choose intriguing stories or experiences that showcase different aspects of your personality or what you're talking about within the conversation. This can create curiosity and leave your date wanting to learn more about you, what you've done, where you've been, and who you are. Another tip that you can apply on a date is to be a good listener. Show genuine interest in your date's stories and experiences, which should be pretty easy if you're actually interested in them. Focus on listening attentively and asking them insightful questions. By focusing on them, you create an air of mystery about yourself, and they may become more curious to learn about you in return. And just something to note here is that mystery leaves room for our imagination to kind of run wild. When there are gaps in our knowledge about someone, we tend to fill those gaps with our own ideas or fantasies, or just use our imagination a little bit more, which can be a good thing. Again, helping build that curiosity and desire. The next reason why women love mysterious men is because they exude confidence and independence. Mystery itself can exude true confidence and independence, not feeling the need to share everything or anything with everyone, being confident in who you are or what you believe in, and not necessarily needing this constant external validation or approval that so many people do. Again, why a stage 5 clinger is typically not considered attractive to women. It's quite the opposite of leaving a little room to be desired. This can make someone come across more self-assured. They're comfortable with who they are and project this air of confidence in their demeanor and their interactions. They don't rely on others for validation or constantly seek approval. As I mentioned, this self-sufficiency and independence can communicate true confidence to the people that they interact with, which is an attractive thing. Something else I think is interesting here that can really make a person more attractive is the ability to set boundaries and maintain a level of privacy. Maybe they're selective about what they reveal and to whom. Establishing and enforcing boundaries reflects self-assurance and confidence in their own needs and desires. Women love a man who can stand firm in his beliefs, who has a backbone, who has integrity, and a lot of time, a guy who leaves a little room for mystery is all of those things. Again, in a healthy way, as I always say. So an example I can give you here for a date is that people who leave a little room for mystery are often comfortable with silence and can embrace pauses in conversations without feeling this constant need to fill them. This ease with silence can convey confidence and a sense of self-assuredness. Really try to embrace these moments of comfortable silence as they can create a sense of intrigue and allow both of you to process your thoughts and your feelings without stumbling over your words, trying to fill every single silence or gap in conversation with something. This can also be portrayed through their body language and the ability to be calm and collected in a high-stress environment where maybe the importance of a first impression is heightened. So sit or stand up tall and make eye contact. What you don't want to do is be extremely fidgety with your hands, look away constantly, or slouch, because that does not make you look alluring or confident or mysterious. And the last reason here why women love mysterious men is because they have a sense of differentiation or unpredictability to them. There are many different ways that you can look at this, but something that comes to my mind pretty instantly is that in a world where so many things are easily accessible and predictable, people are posting every move of their everyday online or just sharing too much, oversharing, mystery can really set someone apart. It adds an element of uniqueness that can make a person stand out from the crowd. Mysterious individuals are less predictable in their actions and behaviors. This unpredictability, which again is not necessarily a bad thing, can stem from their confidence in making their own choices and not conforming to what everyone else is doing. Maybe they have an ability to embrace their uniqueness and really be true to themselves, which can be seen as confidence, which again is very attractive. And again, when I mention unpredictability, I don't mean being inconsistent or hot and cold or manipulative. I just mean not everyone can guess your every move all the time. You can be a man of integrity who has open communication and is honest without necessarily being so predictable all of the time. I think also being more selective with what you share and who you share it with. Again, there are people who post their every single move every single day on the internet, and there's nothing mysterious about that. There are girls who post their nudes online, and again, there's nothing mysterious about that. I think when you reveal too much or show too much, it takes that mystery out of it, and you're just showing all your cards to begin with. So my tip here is to avoid being too predictable. Allow a little room for ambiguity and spontaneity. This can keep your date guessing and interested in discovering more about you. An example here for when you're dating is maybe, try new things. Don't just take her to the place that you've taken every other girl before, and don't just keep going to the same places over and over again. Try something new together. Do something neither one of you have ever done before to keep things a little spontaneous and interesting. Another thing that you can do is show that you have a life outside of the date and outside of this girl by mentioning your hobbies, your passions, your interests. This can create an aura of mystery and make your date curious about how you spend your time when you're not together. If you're being a stage 5 clinger and you're willing to drop anything and everything to make a date with this girl work, you cancel other plans, you skip work, you skip things that are important to you or neglect other parts of your life, or maybe you feel like you don't have anything else going on in your life, that does not create mystery, that does not create attraction, and it just makes you come across a little bit desperate. You should have a life going on and something that you feel proud to invite a woman into. The girl that you just met on a dating app should not be your entire life. And if you feel like you don't have that, cultivate a range of hobbies and interests that make you unique, that are genuine and authentic to you. When you have a variety of passions, it really adds an element of mystery to your personality. You can share tidbits about your interests without revealing everything at once, keeping that intrigue alive. And honestly, outside of being mysterious, even if you kick that completely to the curb here, when you are more interested in a variety of things, when you have a lifelong learner mentality, when you're naturally curious, it makes you more interesting too, and makes you a better conversationalist in the process. So you can't go wrong either way. Even a personal example I can give you here is that yes, I am a YouTuber who creates content for men about style, about dating, about self-improvement, but I also am so many other things. And I don't necessarily share all of those things all the time. That's something people learn about me as they get to know me more on a personal level. I'm not just willing to share everything and anything with everyone in the world. My point here is that you don't need to share every single thing about yourself with everyone that you come in contact with, especially when you're on a date and getting to know someone. These things will just come out naturally as you get to know them more on a personal level, and you both equally share things about yourself that make sense in the context of the conversation. So just something to think about. So to wrap this video up here, being mysterious in a healthy way is about maintaining a level of intrigue without compromising open communication, which is necessary in a solid relationship. The goal is not to manipulate or to deceive, it's to build attraction and do it in a healthy way. So guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you do on dates to leave a little room for mystery? Do you think this is something you could work on? Is it something that you're good at? Would just love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.